Welcome back, chat, to another Julian video. As you can tell, the camera angle is a little different today. I'm testing out different camera angles, see what I like best. So I want to try this one. Hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully it doesn't feel like weird or I don't know, some other way. But anyways, let's get straight into it. How did I gain 1,000 followers in 7 months? So you guys might be asking, oh my goodness, 1,000 followers in 7 months? That took a long time. And yes, it did. And a lot of people don't understand that this social media stuff takes a long time of constant uploading, of constant work. And you have to understand that to actually gain any sort of success on social media if you have any desire to, right? So I have some key points here, some stuff that will help you boost your social media, tips that I really recommend you follow, because as you know, I have proof that I have 1,000 followers. I actually have almost 2,000 followers now. Watch, I will show you real quick. Hopefully my editor can use this extra space of different camera angle. So that's what I'm hoping. But see, like, as you can see, I have 1,800 followers right now, and that is almost 8 months of consistent uploading as of recording this video. So I just want to start with the key point of consistency. Why do you need to be consistent? The algorithm likes consistency. The algorithm is the thing that, or like the model, the AI, or whatever you want to call it, of Instagram that pushes content out. I don't know if you ever noticed, you come across a lot of those really big videos because the algorithm is pushing that like crazy to everybody who's on Instagram. What the algorithm likes is consistency. You're showing the algorithm that, hey, I like this platform, I post content to this platform, can you please push my content so other people can see it? Give it 1,000 views, 2,000 views. That is what the algorithm likes. But a lot of people say that the algorithm plays a huge part in it, and it does. Please turn off phone. Sorry. Anyways, got distracted. What I'm trying to say by this is that the algorithm does play a big part in your success on social media, but also making good content as well. So not only don't only lean on the algorithm, like, if I do whatever and if I learn every little speck of the algorithm, I will get famous. Yes, maybe, probably not. I haven't seen much of it, because if you just make a garbage content, you're not really going to become famous at all. Like bad editing, bad timing with audios or something. If you do that kind of content like I do, you're not going to make big numbers on social media if you make dog water content. So the algorithm loves consistency. So uploading every day, especially if you're into like the short form kind of content like reels and TikToks and stuff, the algorithm loves that. If you do it for a consistent amount of time and if you make really good content about it, then I guarantee you success. And the thing is with this, that there are no shortcuts. Just as I was explaining, you can't just lean on one thing and expect it to become viral. Like, yes, you can make amazing content, but if the algorithm isn't pushing it out as much, then nobody's going to see your content, and all that is not going to go to waste, but it's not going to perform the numbers that you want. And being on the topic of making good content, you need to make binge-worthy content. So what I see a lot of people do is that they change ideas all the time. They have like ADHD. They don't know what they're doing. So like, oh, I want to make gaming videos. Oh, I want to make self-improvement videos. Oh, I want to make prank videos. Oh, I want to do this. And they have all this different, like a mixing pot of different kind of content. And that's just not how it works. Because imagine you build okay, let's say you have a business. This business sells apples. Everybody who goes to your business knows that you sell apples and that you have the best apples in town. And now let's say you just completely get rid of all the apples and you start selling oranges. But like your whole customer base is based on having good apples. So people are coming there like, hey, where are the apples at? Why aren't the best apples in town here? Like what the heck, man? And you're like, oh, well, I didn't want to sell apples no more because I like oranges more. And then they're like, oh, okay, well, I don't want orange. I'm looking for apples. So I'm going to go look for some apples. That's the same thing with content. If you're making a certain kind of content, make that content over and over and over again. If you check my content, you can see that my content is very binge-worthy. It is the same content over and over again, and it's been the same content for the past 7 months. That is why I have been getting some sort of decent numbers, because my content is binge-worthy. Exactly. You need to make content that people like, and people love consistency as well. People like patterns. People don't like to jump around from thing to thing to thing. Now, let's say you stay on the same niche of a thing, but your content is like different. So, for example, my content is more of like taking videos of my bike, recording myself while driving. But now let's say I start making vlog content of my bike. I start having my GoPro and just vlog content. Well, maybe my audience isn't really going to resonate with that as much, right? Because it's just completely different content. It's not the religious religious, it's not the self-improvement, it's just a random vlog of, I don't know, some homeless person doing crazy stuff, right? So you have to be consistent with how much you upload and what you're doing with the videos, which is what I tell everybody. But everybody's like, oh, well, I want to do this. Well, go do that then. But you have to stick with it, especially if you start seeing success, especially if you start gaining a following like I have with 1,800 followers. All those followers love the content that I make, which is why they followed me, because they want to see more of that content. They don't want to see different content. They want to see that kind of content, which is why they've liked the video, they shared the video, and why they followed me. And you have to understand that. Make the same content over and over and over again. And this is probably one of the biggest things on this list. It's the last thing, and it is enjoy the work that you're doing. You have to genuinely enjoy making the videos. You have to genuinely enjoy doing what you're doing. Let me add a little story in here. So I met this guy at work. He was passing through. Him and his friend were visiting all 50 states in this like beat up van, and he needed tons of stuff to be done. So we were talking, you know, and he genuinely enjoys going around. Like, he doesn't have any money, or his friend, his van is literally all messed up. I didn't work on it, but I saw it being worked on, and saw how horrible the van actually is, which is pretty cool, because, you know, they're kind of taking the risk of just traveling the 50 states with basically no money and basically no experience, just cause, and they're almost complete actually, which is pretty cool. Generally enjoy what you do, because if you don't, you're gonna get tired, you're gonna get fatigued, you're gonna get burned out of doing the content. I have never felt burnt out or have not enjoyed making these videos, because I can be creative with it. I can, you know, think of so many things I could do with the audios, with the videos, with the captions and everything, transitions, stuff like that. And that is why I haven't stopped uploading consistently, because I genuinely enjoy it. That's what a lot of people get wrong. They want to get rich on YouTube, they want to become successful, but they're not enjoying it. They're making content that just feels like a drag. That is what happened to me with this YouTube channel. That is why I didn't upload for like 3 months, because I just felt like a drag. It felt like I didn't have anything to talk about. I didn't have no experience. And that is the problem, is if you don't enjoy it, or, you know, you're not creative with it, then you're not going to see any success at all. So just a quick recap before I end the video. So consistency. The algorithm loves consistency, uploading every day at the same time, ideally, right? Which is, I don't think it's hard at all. There's no shortcuts to it. So you just have to bang it out every single day. Video day, video day, video day, video day. Every single day until you see some sort of success. There's no shortcuts. Also, making binge-worthy content. So people love binge-worthy content. That is literally why they followed you in the first place, because they like seeing that kind of content. And stick with one niche. Don't be changing niches all the time. And if you do, you know, it's definitely a big risk. And if you do want to do something else that's similar to what you're doing, make another account for it. You know, if you want to make 2 different types of content, go do it. You know, as long as, you know, you have time for it. And I'm assuming you do if you plan on going forward with those kind of plans. And lastly, but the most important, is genuinely enjoy the work. Genuinely enjoy what you're trying to do. Because if you don't, it's gonna feel like a drag. You don't want to do it. And that's happened with me multiple times. Like, especially, like, even another example on that topic is I was making short form content of this channel, of the self-improvement, you know, Julian channel, and it just kind of felt like a drag uploading it and, you know, sending it to the editor, because I didn't really like it, and I just kind of stopped, you know. And being creative as well. Be creative. You know, use your imagination as much as you can, because that is the best part about doing this kind of stuff, is you can be creative with it. You can do what you want, and it doesn't feel like a drag. And then, you know, when it doesn't really pop off, you're kind of like, well, I enjoyed it anyway. So that is my advice for getting big on social media. As you know, I've got 1,000 followers in 7 months. It's not easy, but 1,000 followers is 1,000 followers. So that is my tips if you're barely starting off, if you're making a fresh account, or if you already, you know, kind of have a little bit of experience, a few hundred followers. Stay consistent. Stay consistent. Algorithm likes consistency. People like consistency in upload frequency and video quality, and genuinely enjoy your work. That is my advice. Anyways, I'll stop yapping. I'll let you go, and I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend and have a fantastic day. And, you know, don't forget to read your Bible and pray. Anyways, I will let you guys go. Remember, never stop improving yourselves. If I could find the video, if I could find the button.